Your challenges are a young group.
Oh shit, I'm recording. Sorry, I was just checking out my glow. Lame start, but I'm running out of things to say as an opener. Hi, how are you is crap, and I don't know what else to think of. So, if you know of any opening catchphrases I can use, please shoot them to me. I would love to know. Yeah, so hey guys, hope you're all amazing. I am. It's quite a warm day today, so I've retreated to my home office where I've been doing some work, and yeah, thought I would give a burl of the new products that I bought the other day at Sephora. So this is the look that I've done, a really easy, natural, nudie kind of look. You could easily wear it for night time, but great and easy to go with a day look as well. So as you can see, it's a really simple matte eye with a bit of dark brown eyeliner in the waterline, lots of glow, and just a soft pink lip. So I have used a few of my own products, but I have used a fair bit of the products that I bought the other day in Sephora. So I've used the Lara Bingle base, I've used the Cover FX custom cover drops, I've used the Becca Skin Perfector compact in Opal, I've used the Becca Under Eye Brightening Concealer, I've used the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in 25L, which is like a dark brown matte colour. And I've used my new obsession, the Tartelette Tarte Eye Palette, which is that. It's amazing. Anyone who has asked me what sort of colours would go great for me if I'm starting out, or if I need a sort of just a good range of colours, that is amazing. So you can always add your shimmer through, which I've done today. I used what I used here just in the inner corner. You could easily shimmer up those mattes, but it just gives you a lot of versatility. So please hang around, watch the look. It's really simple. I've pretty much banged it out today, just so it's more not such a movie length video, and yeah, that's it. So enjoy the look. Any questions? I have had a few requests for other videos, which I will be doing in the next week or two. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise, enjoy. Have an amazing week. It's Tuesday today for me, so I hope to upload this in the next day or two. Yeah, talk soon. Bye. Alright, so I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to give my skin a quick spray of this. Very welcome on a hot day like today. Oh, feels so good. Okay, so as I mentioned in my haul video, I got the base by Lara Bingle. I'm really into sort of supernatural skin, but what I will do is, whilst I don't want the texture to be too heavy, I do want a little bit of coverage, just because, again, I've got some bad boys popping out. So I just a little bit of that. I'm going to get the Cover FX, they're called the Custom Cover Drops. I'm in shade P40, and I'm just going to add a drop of that in with the mix. Then what I'm going to do is get my beauty blender, and then I'm going to spray the bejeebus out of it with my Mario Badescu spray. You really have to load it up with a lot of moisture, and then you sort of squeeze it together, and what that does is it increases in volume. You don't want to work with a dry sponge, because you won't find it will blend or press in the product. So that's starting to pick up now. So what I'll do is I'm just going to mix that colour together and just work it really cleanly into the skin. What I mean by cleanly is that I'm not loading up the skin. I'm not like concentrating it all in one large amount. I do want quite fresh skin today. Make sure you're blending. I'm going to get a little bit more of those custom drops and just work it in those hot areas that need a little bit of extra coverage. Okay, so that's the skin sorted. I'm then going to go straight into my under eye area. Just because the eye look isn't very complex or heavy in pigment, I'm going to go in with the under eye corrector. So I'm using one of the beauty blenders in the small version, and I'm going to use the Becca under eye brightener corrector. Great, so now I'm just going to really lightly set this with the trusty old mineralized skin finish in medium. Just going to get a Real Techniques brush, really lightly. This is a really, I just used it yesterday so it's a bit dirty, but you can see the fibres are really, really fine and flicky on the ends. That means there's going to be less product putting down. Or if I went with something that was really dense on the head, it would mean more product would go down. I can really lightly scatter that through. Great, okay, so then I'm going to go straight into my bronzer. I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit. I've had this for ages, it's pretty trusty. You can use the top 3 rows to kind of brighten under the eyes, along the nose, etc. And then obviously these 3 colours are the contour. The 3 colours are dependent on your own skin tone. So this one here would be more if you're a pink based skin tone. This would be more if you're golden. This one's sort of a really sort of neutral tone, it's quite flat. So you would go sort of mix either side if you want to, just to kind of neutralise them a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with my 168 brush. What I actually do with me is, whilst I'm pink based, I don't like to look too muddy, so I actually just get the 3 and then I just swipe across. Great, so then the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a really beautiful pink toned blush by MAC called Blush Baby. It's a really, it doesn't look like super bright, but it goes with everything and it's not so hard. I'm going to concentrate most of the colour up on the higher part of my cheek, because this is more of a sort of a softer day look. I will then go in there with Love Cloud by MAC and hit the apple of the cheek. I'm then going to start using the Becca. I used them yesterday for the first time and yeah, it was pretty much love at first sight, first apply, however you want to think of it. I'm going to go in with Opal, which is that colour there. I'm just going to use the top of that brush and I'm going to really sort of go on the very tips. Now it's really pigmented, so make sure when you use them to use them very lightly. And then just down the centre of my nose and really lightly on my tip of my nose. Make sure how much you, be careful how much you apply there. We don't want to look back on this in like 5-10 years time and go, what was with the whole shiny nose look? We just want it to be sort of like it's like the sun's hitting it. Great, so the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my trusty old paint pot by MAC called Groundwork. Using my fingers, I'm just going to apply it straight onto my lid. And then I'm going to go in with my new palette, the Tartlet palette, which has got the beautiful matte colours. And then go in with my 217 brush. I'm going to go with this colour here, it's like a warm tone neutral. And I'm just going to pat that all over the lid. And then because it's a matte, we don't need to worry about whether it gets in the crease or not, we want to move it up. And then we want to go in with a warmer shade and go through the crease. This is a really beautiful palette. I would really suggest anyone who's starting out in makeup, wanting a really lovely, go-to palette, I'd really suggest it. I think it's just got a really nice versatility. It's really amplifying those neutrals, which will never date, which is great. That's why I'm really loving the 90s makeup. I just feel like it's that one makeup I've always looked back on and gone, oh, it's just really soft and beautiful. So as you can see, I'm just sort of going through the crease and then I'm slightly working it up. Not too high because obviously it's a crease colour. And then we can go back in there with that sort of first colour and then just soften off the very top of that edge, like so. Focusing on softening it. And then what we want to do is go underneath with the same products, but we want to start with the dark colour first and go underneath. Don't take it all the way into the inner corner of the eye. And then we want to go in with that neutral tone and we want to just soften it all out so we can go from the inner corner and sort of underneath that colour. So we're merging it out. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is for a little bit of highlight, I'm going to go in there with that Opal by Becca. I'm going to use my finger, just like this. And I'm just going to punch that just in that inner corner. Then I can sort of soften it off a little bit. We don't want it to look too harsh. And then a little bit just under the eyebrow. Careful how far you go down. We don't want it to go down into that sort of knitted area. Great. So we're going with a mascara. I did try this one. It is really good for the girls who have quite big lashes or just don't need a huge amount of volume. It's actually really nice. It's quite defining. I need a fair bit of product like I've talked about before, so probably would be more so better for girls with a bit more volume. So I'm going in there with good old in Extreme Dimension. Now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. I'm going with the shade 25L. It's like a really dark brown. I'm just going to go into that with my waterline. And then I'm going to go on top just really, really subtly on the very tips. And then I'm going to go in with my little bullet brush and I'm just going to soften those edges. I've done this after the mascara just because I want to see where my lashes kind of go. It kind of gives me that kind of feel where I can take the eyeliner. So that's that. And then I'm going to go in there with, I just bought these from America actually, I've got them all online. They're pretty good. They're called Colourpop, they're the Ultra Matte Lip. They can be a little bit drying, but they do last really well. So I've gone with the colour Solo. Now I'm going to do my brows. So I'm going in with Cork by MAC and the Smashbox Cosmetics Angle Brush. And I'm just going to really lightly push that through the hair. Really softly at the front. And getting more defined towards the arch. So something really simple, again it's working with the basics of makeup but showing you different products and how they can work. Obviously just also showing you the examples of the new products that I bought yesterday. Really loving them, and yeah, any more questions or queries on them, please give us a holler. Otherwise, yeah, I hope you enjoy and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I said you do. I said you do.